each month or each
Yes.
So I
Twice
feel
a month, whatever you want.
All right,
We'll
let's give this a sniffy sip. This is what I used to do, my friends.
Get it, kids.
All right, so on the nose, I'm feeling. So first of all, this wine blows.
Cheers.
This is straight shit.
And do you want to know they charge me for this?
Well, listen, of course, it's all union horseshit. So it's got a little bit of like, fuck, it really stinks. So it's got a little hint of black cherry. Do you remember? Do you remember those weird erasers in the '80s? They were like white, and they had like characters on them. Like it smells a little bit like that on the nose. And yeah, it's basic. I mean, like it sucks that I really want to do it for you right now, but it's giving me nothing.
White erasers is fine. So I can't emphasize enough how important Crush It was to my whole career.
I remember when we talked about it.
But I want to share just a little bit with these guys, which was, I read that book in 2009. I saw you at South by Southwest like a year later, TEDx or whatever. And I was a web guy and a branding guy for years before that. And that articulated what I had been trying to explain to my clients for years, which is like, this is what it is. So that became the price of admission of working with me. You have to read this book first, and then I can do your website, do your brand, that kind of thing. And I took that, turned that book into a social media sort of training career, because that's what we did in 2010. And that evolved into, let me launch a podcast for someone, and then that evolved into launching my own. And I do it 3 times a week, 2 years, 6 million downloads, super psyched about it. I love this. I love this. This is why I do what I do. I didn't start it with a monetization strategy. It's not, because I don't care, honestly. I'm like, if someone paid me $10 million a year to talk into a mic and have cool conversations with people like you, and you've been blowing me off for 2 years, so go fuck yourself. But if I could do that all the time, that's all I would do. I wouldn't send another email. I wouldn't coach another person.
Did you say $10 million?
What?
A year? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
If somebody paid me $10 million, oh, you're
a
real fucking hero.
I know, right?
I mean,
I would be willing.
Hey guys, just pay me $10 million a year and I'll interview people once in a while. Cool,
I'd be
okay, keep going.
So let's say $5,000 a month. I would do that. I'd be like, yeah, that's what I would be great. However,
are you serious about that?
no. So
he's smart enough to know that I was gonna really fuck him right there. Good job. Because I was really gonna go in on that. It was worth it for $60K a year.
The point is that the point of Crush It, if I interpret it correctly, was like you can find something, you can take something you love, you can turn it into a thing.
100%.
Do you feel like you have to have a monetization strategy when you start?
Definitely not.
Okay.
I actually think you build bigger businesses when you don't.
And if I didn't and I don't care as much as I probably should, I don't want to buy the Steelers.
Oh, thank you.
But I suppose I'm like, when I heard you talk today,
Yeah.
I was like, am I an imposter? I'm putting this content out 3 times a week. I don't really know if I'm not emailing people all the time and I'm not sort of I'm just giving. I don't feel like I'm asking much.
Meaning, are you saying, is it okay to never ask? Is it okay to have a passionate hobby / lifestyle?
I feel like
Because there's
somehow,
no way. There's no
I've
way.
somehow managed for people to be to like it enough to want to pay me to listen, like to to
Because
sponsor
you're
the show
good
and
at
that
it,
kind of thing.
and like people yell and shit because you're good at it.
So, but I guess the overall question is if we don't have a monetization strategy, where might it come from down the road? Is it always from the audience?
I think yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the answers. You've been
Well, that's
around.
where mine came from, but it ended up being coaching, which you busted balls on.
No, I
today.
busted balls. I didn't.
And that's how much shit. I'm an imposter now.
No. First of all, who gives a fuck what I said? Second of all, it's very specific coaching. Are you coaching around something you know about? Because that's my point. It's tough to come out and say, I'm a life coach at 20, when like, it's just hard. Like I struggle with it. Like I make jokes about business coaches that never build a business because that's worth debating. Like if your business was all like taking somebody's course that taught you how to bottom feed, like that's not a good business model. So if you're teaching people how to web design or build a personality or have the patience. I've watched enough from afar and have context, and we've run enough circles a few times to know, like, then that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how you can coach around something you haven't done. Now, back to the lovely lady's question, like, if you feel that you were born, I think I could have coached EQ at 20 or 15. I had it. It's just that people start coaching's funny because you start bleeding into pontificating and talking about shit you don't really know about. You gotta stay in your zone, right? You gotta stay into what you're actually coaching. That's the best way to have a long-term win.
Right. And I think that when we were at Social Media Marketing World, you weren't there, a lot of us were there, but I asked around the room to the speakers, and I was like, what was your monetization strategy? And we started, they were like, I don't understand. There was none, I just wanted to do this. So I just feel like a lot of us they were like, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna monetize it this way, and it's like, I feel like that's the wrong way to start. Anyway.
I don't know, I think if you're good enough, it'll always be there.
When you're done, save me a little hug.
I will. All right, it's good to see you.